Hey, what's up everyone? The Bloody Steed is an exclusive horse mount in Diablo 4. It's exclusive because you can only get it from PvP areas. And it costs a lot of red dust. In fact, it costs 100,000. So I'm making this video today to explain to you the easiest way to grind 100,000 red dust in order to buy this horse mount. And a shout out to Reap that came to me about this video idea. It's going to take you about 1 to 2 hours with the tips I have available for you. So that's what we're going to be covering today. For those that may have not unlocked PvP in the game yet, there's 2 PvP areas that you need to unlock, and they're over to the west. Southwest here, we've got a waypoint Densar. If you make your way here, you'll unlock this PvP area. And just north of that, you've got a waypoint here at Alzuda. You've got to come to this one first to kind of unlock a little side quest to introduce you to PvP and go through that. Once you've done that, you've got the whole of this PvP area to play in. And obviously you can travel to the one southwest to play in that as well. In either two of these PvP areas, you're going to have a town where the waypoint is. And there's going to be some special PvP vendors there where you can spend the red dust that you earn doing PvP activities. You can see on my map here, there's one here with like the horse head icon. This is the one you want to come to in either of those towns to purchase the horse mount. So you can see on sale here, we've got some armor, we got some trophies as well. And it all requires the red dust that you get from playing PvP. And right at the bottom, you got the Reins of the Bloody Steed, which costs 100,000. With the method I'm about to share with you, it took me 1 hour 20 minutes to get 100,000 red dust. Give or take, like I did make some errors on that. It could be done much quicker. It could also take much longer. It really depends on RNG, I guess. But you basically just want to play the PvP areas, either one of the two, and you want to pick up these seeds of hatred. We've just done like a little open world boss there, and it's dropped a ton of seeds of hatred. This is what your red dust is. Once you picked up all the seeds of hatred, there's going to be extraction points where you can go and extract it. Just off that one boss and a couple of elite enemies, I had over 8,000 seeds of hatred. And you just want to find one of these sort of like altars, whatever they're called, to extract from. You'll interact with them. There'll be a timer on the screen counting down, and a few enemies will spawn in. But once the enemies are dealt with and the timer is over, those seeds of hatred turn into red dust, and they are extracted and added to your inventory. You can go about your grind however you want, but how I did it to get it done as quick as possible was I linked up with a team. We were in a squad of 4, and we hit it together, and we just kept on going for the world boss or the area boss, getting the seeds of hatred to drop, picking them up, and then going to extract them right away. You can get anywhere from about 6,000 seeds of hatred to over 10,000 from one of these bosses. So it was a good amount every single time that we killed it. And we'd go and extract it right away. And straight away there'd be another open world boss available for us to go and do again. So you're going to be doing this, I don't know, between 10 and 15 times to get you 100,000 red dust. Obviously, this is a lot easier said than done in a PvP area, right? Because there's going to be other players that are going to be fighting you and killing you and trying to get these seeds. And if you do die, you are going to lose those seeds, so you've got to stay alive. And you can play time zones to your advantage here. So make sure you get a squad together. If you haven't got a squad, just come and join our community. We are very, very busy with Diablo 4 right now. The community's linked in the description. Come and look for a group of us, get a group together and enter one of these PvP zones. Work together to go around these bosses and killing them and picking up those seeds. Do remember though, when these drop on the floor, you all see them, but only one of you can pick them up. So you need to communicate who's picking them up, who's extracting them, and make sure you rotate each other as each one gets the horse to help the other person out. And you want to work to the best time zones. So if you, for example, when I played with Reap, Rob, and APOC, and APOC is Australian. She was at 4 AM in the morning, which was a great time. So we made sure that we jumped onto APOC server because at that time, the PvP areas were very, very quiet. We only ran into 2 PvP people the whole time. They were solo and we killed them easily. So it was very quiet, and that's what you really want for this method. You don't want to be playing in a busy server because it's going to be very difficult to get these seeds of hatred and extract them. So you want to work to a very good time zone, get 4 of you together and decide who's on the best time zone for the quietest server at that given time. Early hours of the morning obviously work great. So something like 3, 4 a.m., most people are going to be in bed. So you want to aim for that sort of time. If you're going to be playing midday or evening time, you're probably going to bump into a lot of people. So plan your grind session out to get a very quiet time on the server. And that's when you want to hit it. So basically have the server to yourself. So you can just keep on getting the open world boss, extracting, getting the open world boss again, extracting, and so on until you get the horse mount. And if you're wondering what open world bosses look like on the map, it's just this skull icon here, Seething Abomination. Open world bosses are not the only way to get these Seeds of Hatred though. On screen now you can see a baleful chest. You can open these to get a good amount of Seeds of Hatred to drop too. However, you do need to mark your party as hostile in order to open them. And when you're marked hostile, what this means is that you can you can basically fight with other PvP players, and they can also fight with you. You get that nice little red sort of cloud around you, but that enables you to open the chest and pick up the Seeds of Hatred. But again, also, you're more likely to then die. You'll be marked on the map for others to see you, which is why it's very important, again, if you're going to be opening those chests to get more Seeds of Hatred, you do play in a very quiet server where not many players are active. As well as the chests and the open world bosses, any sort of like elite enemy will drop Seeds of Hatred as well, but they drop them in smaller quantities, and any other open world sort of event that you come across will drop them. So for whatever reason, if the open world bosses are not spawning for you, you can go around and find these chests, and you can do other events and other activities and kill other enemies to get these Seeds of Hatred to drop. My last tip really is to make sure you do keep on extracting regularly, because I was saving up a ton of this red dust, like over 20,000-30,000 say, and then I'd die by accident and I'd lose it all and I'd have to start again. And I did that a couple of times. So if you do an open world boss, I'd say extract right away, because you're going to be on about 10,000 of it, and I'd say that should be your limit, around 10,000 to hold at one time. Make sure you extract in regularly, and then that's going to be the quickest way to get up to 100,000 red dust. Once you reach 100,000 red dust, just head back to town and make sure you cleanse yourself of any blood mark. If you don't do that, you won't be able to interact with the vendor. And then you'll be able to buy that Reins of the Bloody Steed from the vendor. It's going to cost you all of the 100,000 red dust that you've just grinded. And then once you've got it, you can help other party members get it also. Just a top tip, when you do purchase the horse mount, it doesn't go straight into like the stable. You've got to go into your inventory and use it before it's added. You'll get a reward gained mount pop up on screen, and then just head to any stable where you can choose what horse mount you want to use, and it will be inside there. You can see here now all my horse mount to be added to this once you've used it from your inventory, and we've got the Bloody Steed. This is by far the best way to grind out red dust in Diablo 4. And there's more items available at those vendors in the PvP town. So if there's other things that you want, make sure that you use this method to grind the red dust and get them. And I do just want to make you aware as well, we were playing on World Tier 4, so I'm not sure if that affects the amount of Seeds of Hatred that drop. When they drop, it might do. So if you're on lower world tiers, it might not drop as much. And I did have a very good team with me. They were high level, which made things much quicker. If you're playing with lower level characters, it is going to take longer to do. But the main thing is, you can do this whatever level you are. It's all about just working as a team and making sure you work with that time zone to just be playing a server at the right time, so you practically got the server all to yourself. If you can do this, it doesn't matter how long it takes, you will eventually get there. And at World Tier 4, with some high level players, it took me 1 hour 20, and I did die a few times as well. I hope this video has been helpful. Don't forget to hit like and share if it has been. Subscribe for more content from me. And if you need a team to do this with, come and check out our community. It's linked at the top of the video description. Until next time, thank you for watching. Stay safe and peace out.